Have you ever wondered how a star is really made in this day and age? Well, today we're unpacking the incredible story of Rashmika Mandanna. She literally went from a regional debut to becoming a pan-Indian superstar, and her journey is nothing short of a masterclass in modern celebrity.
All right, let's just dive right in. This is the title that has followed her for years. But where did it even come from? And what does it actually take to earn a nickname like India's national crush? We are going to break it all down.
You see, what's so fascinating about this is that the title wasn't just some fan thing that caught on. Nope. Back in 2020, as searches for her just exploded, Google's own algorithm picked up on the trend. It basically made it official, cementing her place in pop culture.
So, where did this all start? Her rise seems almost overnight, right? But the foundations were being laid way before her first movie ever hit the screen. To find the first clues, we've got to go back to her roots in Coorg, Karnataka.
From her early days, people saw Rashmika as having this perfect balance of two things: a sharp intellect and this just undeniable charm. It's like the yin and yang of her whole personality. And this wasn't just some media tagline, It became a core part of her appeal and would go on to define her entire career. Okay, so let's zoom in on the brains part of that equation for a second. While a lot of aspiring actors jump straight into the industry, she was busy getting a bachelor's degree with this really diverse mix of subjects. I mean, think about it: psychology, journalism, and literature. That combination gave her a totally unique perspective that she would later bring to her roles and her public image. Her entry into acting wasn't some lifelong dream she'd been chasing since she was a kid. It was a rapid, almost accidental rise to the top. In 2014, she wins the Clean and Clear contest. The very next year, she wins a top model hunt. And get this, it was from a single photo from that pageant that the makers of Kyrk Party spotted her. And boom, just like that, her film career was launched with one of the biggest blockbusters of the year. So now, let's track her film career as it just explodes from that spectacular debut into something so much bigger than regional stardom. And as you're about to see, her choices from this point on were incredibly strategic. After a great run in Kannada cinema, she moved into Telugu films, and in 2018, she absolutely struck gold. Her rom-com, Geeta Govindam, was made on a pretty modest budget, but became this colossal success. It was her very first film to cross the 1 billion rupee mark, which proved she had massive box office drawing power.
But the real game changer? That came in 2021 with the action film Pushpa: The Rise. This wasn't just another hit movie, it was a cultural phenomenon. The film earned her nationwide fame, and her performance in the song Sami Sami went totally viral, making her character Srivali a household name pretty much everywhere.
And she did not stop there, not even close. She followed Pushpa with an absolutely stunning run of hits, like 2023's Animal. In fact, her box office power is so bankable that her upcoming films, like Pushpa 2, are already projected to be some of the biggest earners in Indian cinema history. This really cemented her status as an undeniable box office powerhouse.
So you might be thinking her success is all about the hit movies, right? Well, not at all. While her film career was exploding, she was simultaneously and very strategically building this powerful, multifaceted personal brand that goes way beyond the silver screen.
First off, she established herself as a global fashion icon. And the perfect example of this is her appearance at Milan Fashion Week. She just turned heads with this bold, all-black outfit, a look that gave this edgy twist to power dressing and really announced her arrival on the international style stage.
Beyond fashion, she also got into entrepreneurship, but she did it with a cause. She launched a fragrance brand called Dear Diary, and it's built around something she calls the kindness economy. It's a commitment to donate a portion of all sales to NGOs, which is just a really smart blend of business sense and social responsibility.
And on top of all that, she's also proven she can handle adversity with real strength. When she was faced with that viral deepfake video in 2023, she did not stay silent. She used her massive platform to speak out, turning a personal violation into a national conversation about the dangers of misusing technology and fighting for digital safety for everyone.
So, when you put all of these pieces together, the unique education, the smart film choices, the brand building, the social advocacy, a really clear formula for her stardom starts to emerge. So here it is, the formula. Her rise wasn't just luck, it was a masterclass. It started with that unique foundation of academics and modeling.
Then, that led to strategic moves into projects with massive viral potential. All the while, she was building a personal brand that covered fashion, business, and advocacy. But maybe the most crucial step is the last one, mastering a public persona that feels both authentic and resilient, which allows millions of people to feel a real connection with her.
This whole journey shows exactly how she earned her title and became one of the most formidable stars in the country. But, it also raises a new, really fascinating question. For an actress who has already cracked the code for pan-India success, what's the next chapter? What could she possibly conquer next?